What are you doing?
I'm putting the stars down for the peace heroes and the kids who live in a war. The stars protect us from the sky.
Do you have a star for me? Thank you. I'm going to go inside because I'm a guide. And I'm going to show people the Peace Museum, but I will put this on a peace hero. Come on in, come on in. I'm glad you're here. It's not easy to get to the Blutgasse Street in Vienna. Hi, this is our main room, our main exhibition, where our exhibitions change every 2 months. If wars can be started by lies, they can be stopped by peace movements, which we have seen in the past, but it's very difficult to stop something with a peace movement. It really requires effort by people, because effort by countries does not exist. A country is not working hard to stop its activities with peace. So let me take you into some of the activities that we do to try to inspire people to create peaceful movements in their countries, in their cities, and in the world.
The more we looked, the more disturbing it became.
Buddhist culture, peaceful culture, non-violent culture, compassionate culture.
Hi, I'm Liška Blodgett, one of the creators of Peace Museum Vienna. There's 32 peace museums around the world, and there is actually an international network of museums for peace. What we have done here is create windows for peace. All of the little red dots, and the windows for peace show peace heroes from around the world in the city streets of Vienna. A peace hero is someone who takes a risk to do something good for his community and humanity. Here we are on the Blutgasse Street I was just telling you about, right behind the Stephans Cathedral, built in the 12th century. Here's our little hero number 1, who is Bertha von Suttner. It has a little map of the museum, who she was. Here is Bangar Matai, who won the Nobel Peace Prize, and another African woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize, Lime Gbagbo. So what she did was she created a movement where she convinced all the women not to have sex with their husbands until the war was over. Here we see John Lennon, but I credit Yoko Ono, a Japanese woman, with inspiring John Lennon to think about peace, to know that peace was important in the world. And Yoko has been fighting until today for peace. Now we are at Peace Museum Vienna, and also some of our windows for peace. Again, here's our Bertha von Suttner, Austria, but I'd like you to see we have musicians. Daniel Barenboim, Dara Farhad, very popular Afghani singer. Guess where we are? Now we're finally inside Peace Museum Vienna instead of outside Peace Museum Vienna. We have 2 museums. One is in the streets and one is inside. I'm here interviewing Anna, our executive director here at Peace Museum Vienna. And we are going to ask her about her very, very clever idea of doing peace posters.
Basically, we accepted 22 artists from around the world. And the best what we have seen now that everyone came from totally different background, different countries, different continents, and everyone has totally different idea of peace. But still, for me, it was amazing to see that Probably I also had different understanding because I saw that maybe peace is like this, you know, just to show two fingers, just to support each other. But yeah, like when we opened this conversation, we got more answers, I think. And it's also a great idea just to inspire people and especially artists to make more art about peace.
Welcome to Peace Museum. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. Oh my goodness. I bet you're interested in peace.
I like exploring peace. Like what I like to eat.
That's what I really liked, that even she learned and young people learn, like they said, oh, peace must be ice cream. And we had an ice cream poster.
Naufan, a great artist and professor from Indonesia, he sent us like the best posters ever he could make. I want peace and enjoy this life.
I looked around this room with the posters and I thought that it was both like how the posters are drawn and like the artistic vision, and also the message is really important and really cool. I really love how there's this transition from the heart and the birds, and then the message like stop hate, start love, love brings peace. I think it's really important to connect these two concepts or these two feelings, and I think that this poster is super well designed, and it just looking at it has like a calming effect or like a hopeful effect. I don't know. It's really beautiful. I'm happy to see so many posters about Ukraine because like nowadays we tend to forget about that this is still going on. But yeah, as I said, I think it's a very powerful poster, and the soldier is like really expressive in his facial expressions, and to see like the cat also, so kind of reminds you of all the living beings that are being affected by this conflict.
I especially wanted like to invite more artists from around the world to submit their art that speaks about peace, about something what is the most important for them, and also in their own special way to understanding peace, because especially with art, it's universal language that everyone can understand. We don't need to translate it. We just can show how it is.
بافته‌های عشایریه که زنان روستایی از دل طبیعت اون رو بافتن و من اون نقوش دو بعدی رو با تکنیک‌های هندسی تبدیل به فرم سه بعدی کردم. در کل این مجموعه من به دنبال نمای خوبی از دیو بودم و در تمام سیاهی فریاد سفیدی رو می‌زدم و به دنبال صلح بودم.
Hey, now you caught us in our main room B, because we have these are Colombian indigenous people activists, and their histories are amazing, amazing. And I can't read each and every one of these to you, but you can see them on our website. And the amazing part is that they are working and dedicating their lives to peace. Here's a young boy, 14 years old, dedicating his life to peace. Here's an indigenous woman dedicating her life to peace. Here are older people dedicating their life to peace. And everyone has a huge story of their activism, which is very inspiring. Each one could have a 200-page book, but we just have a 40-page paragraph describing their valiant, inspirational efforts. I would like to show you another exhibition. The world is filled with cruelty, but in this museum, we talk to you about people who do good works and kind works and courageous works. how do you achieve peace? What do you have to do to achieve peace? And that's just a new educational idea in the last 10 years. And Bradford became one of the few universities when the Quakers wanted to give money to a school who would teach peace. And nobody really wanted to do it, but the University of Bradford did it and got a considerable amount of money from the Quakers. And this group started the International Network of Museums for Peace, and also it started a collection of many, many people who are interested in promoting peace in society. I want to show you our Peace Kitchen. I mean, basically all we need is food and a friend. And I want to tell you about this painting. This is Bertha von Suttner, Gandhi, Immanuel Kant, and Hannah Arendt. We have one kitchen every month. A country is featured with the food from that country. So we try to do Tibet, Afghanistan, Iran, Guinea, USA.
Food is for peace, and food is based on peace. Or I would say peace is based on food, because food can make people feel peaceful. So that's what food can make for peace.
Our museum operates with interns, and they're all volunteers. And this is some artwork from our interns.
Hi, my name is Emily Wu, and I am the current spring 2023 semester intern at Peace Museum Vienna. The Peace Museum really struck out to me because it's one of the first museums I've ever heard with the name peace in it, but also I've never really seen any sort of pacifist work being done in my community.
Peace Museum habe ich begonnen 2017. Ich habe viele Erfahrung bekommen und viele Leute habe ich kennengelernt.
There are a couple of reasons why volunteering at the Peace Museum is great. First of all, I believe that the museum is working for a good cause. By volunteering at the Peace Museum, you will have a chance to promote those ideas that you stand for. You can help with our interactive part and help with workshops, discussion forums and interviews. By also engaging in discussions and talk with our wonderful people here, you'll be able to discuss a lot of topics.
So basically we have to start with ourselves, like about peace. When we are in peace, we can find a community of also peaceful people or interested in peace. And after to work together towards peace, like to spread more peace around. And after just to travel more, to spread even more peace. And that's how we can go around.
There is no magical formula to create world peace or even peace to oneself, because each of us, we have special and unique needs based on our genetics, based on our previous experiences, etc. So I think, as you both said, spreading ideas, spreading knowledge is very important.
It's not easy to really spread the peace awareness to everybody, because a lot of people think peace is really related to war, but it's not. Peace is really within yourself. So we are really trying our best to do social media market, to do videos, to make it really practical, to make it realistic, to make it really realized and make it a thing.
Aren't those topics also connected somehow to negative peace? Because if we're talking about equality, we wouldn't be promoting equality that hard if there wasn't so much inequality. It's like pure altruism, it doesn't exist. You always, when you're helping someone, even if you're not gaining some monetary sense or something, you're still getting a good feeling about yourself that you're helping someone. So that's where I find somehow the problem with positive peace also. But it's always somehow
different, because for me that I'm experiencing mostly wars during my life, and I don't see peace. I don't have peace. It's something I can only imagine, And because there are so many wars, like I really need peace. So when there are like a lot of wars, my main motivation is just to stop it and to make people feel safe, like even for 5 minutes. When there is like everything is destroyed, let's find something what will bring people this peaceful moment, like to lower the stress level and to give some motivation to life. And this peace is like main motivation for people actually to survive. Because like when people believe, okay, after the war we will have peace, nobody is thinking like, oh, after the war there will be nothing. Everyone has this hope for peace after the war.
There is also the story of the two children with the ducks. One is throwing rocks in the ducks. Well, is it a bad intention? Is it, I'm throwing a rock, right? But then we can see that there was a cat nearby, and this person was just throwing rocks so that the ducks fly away and then don't get attacked by the cat. And there's a girl in another day that's throwing bread. And she has the very good intention of feeding this duck because she wants to help. But the bread is not good for the duck. So out of her good intention, she's doing more harm than the boy that even didn't know that there was a cat there, you know? So we always, in my opinion, we always have to see things as we were seeing them for the first time and try not to judge and just try it, you know? Just be open for everybody and for everyone and trying to reduce bias.
Yes.
Okay, I'd really like to show you another one of our many exhibitions that I'm sure you'll enjoy. These are photographs from refugee camps, children of refugee camps, and we use this for peace education for children. And it's a difficult topic, but children really relate to the children. And one of the groups of people we hope to educate are children. So the children understand the paintings from the children of Kiev. They understand children suffering in refugee camps. This is something that they can understand. In the 21st century, not previously, we try to focus on women and what women have done for their own initiative and what women have done to support other initiatives and male initiatives. And we're very happy that we have the opportunity to highlight women.
خانم‌هایی هستن که در طول دوره خودشون در زمان خودشون هنجار شکنی هایی کردن که منجر به انقلاب زنانه شد. خانم قمرالملوک اولین خانمی بود که در بین مردم بدون حجاب شروع به ارشد خانمی بودن که حمایت کردن زنان بی سرپرست، زنان زندانی و معتاد رو و خودشون سالها تلاش کردن در برابر در نتیجه تلاش زنانه و منجر به آزادی.
At the museum, we have a series of expert lectures, people who have worked in a certain field who can share their information with other people. Our first lecturer is a PhD in architecture.
I realized that architecture can be done either for me as an architect or for the people that use it. So the moment you give the power back to the people and the youth, you create a more peaceful society. This made me think to rethink the housing that we are living in. I realized that actually the main thing that people need, except only contact with other people, it's contact with nature. And also to have their own piece of garden. The criminality level that is in this typology is 60% less in the normal, than in a normal block of housing. So again, this makes me just think, is it really that we are criminals or we behave anxious or we are angry and we are not living peaceful? Really something that we are born with in our DNA? Or is it just an image translated to us from the society and the city we live in?
Once you enter the Peace Museum, you can find those booklets on this shelf, which you can donate 10 euros for one of those booklets that you can choose. We have 3 wonderful booklets with really amazing illustration inside. The first book is called Peace Heroes Tale of Freedom, which is a whole illustrated story of Gregory Skovoroda. He's adventure and his journey throughout the whole peace movement and peace event. Inside the book, you can find really interesting storytelling and really lyrical way of expression, and also the dynamic illustration and graphic design. The next book I would like to mention is Tale of Determination. I love this book so much because it has really beautiful illustration, especially it's a whole story about determination. Everybody needs determination, everybody needs independence. The third book is Windows for Peace, which is a whole booklet about our Peace Museum everywhere. Is that it has the most important information towards our museum. It has the introduction of Peace Museum Vienna and also Peace Museum in other locations. Meanwhile, you can find really interesting and also kind of vital information towards Windows for Peace, which is our main project you can find on the website. So those three books are all written by our founder, Lishka, who's a really kind and beautiful and also talented writer. I hope you will enjoy those kind of booklets, and also I hope you have another definition towards Peace Museum and peace.
I had the idea at that time to inform people what's about peace and war and so. And I found this poster of Julian Assange. I was very impressed because it's so true. So I put it in the windows. This poster and another one from Dwight D. Eisenhower, where he wrote about that any cannon takes away the money from the people and puts it in steel, and then it's gone. Not all people looked at that, but some of them, all over the time, and Lishka too. And she had this peace museum idea, and I had at that time these peace heroes in the windows. And it came together, and painters who painted things about peace heroes. We also did peace walks, and we had hundreds of people walking with us. It was really, really good.
I'd like to introduce you to Mercedes Gomez Tamara, a lady who emigrated from Colombia because of the political environment and has grown up her whole life since childhood in Vienna.
This exhibition introduces outstandingly courageous women, children, and men who have striven for peace and justice in my home country, Colombia. These people portrayed in this exhibition are true heroes. They show us that peace is possible if we stand up for it, including the voices of women, youth, and even children. I would like to thank all the people of Colombia who are working for peace and justice. You are the true heroes of peace, and your work is invaluable for the future of our country.
This is a place where we get to think about peace and do something about peace. Here you see our indigenous peace heroes, and I'm always happy to invite you to our Zoom phone calls from around the world. So good to see you. I'd like to start out by asking you, what did you do to help the World Food Program win the Nobel Peace Prize?
World Food Program is beyond me, over and above what I have been able to do. I did get the opportunity to have more than 1,000 conversations, coaching the World Food Program. So what I'd like to propose to the Peace Museum, to all of us, is to highlight, is to create those peace doers. Maybe I'm mincing my words here. My vision is really for the leadership of tomorrow to start creating peace today.
We hope that anyone will be able to come back every 2 months and see the hard work of our creative team. You got to see Peace Museum Vienna, you got to see Windows for Peace, and you got to hear about the international network of museums for peace, and hopefully you'll join and see a peace museum in your country or another country. And we hope that you'll support these museums and support any way you can to do something for peace today. Auf Wiedersehen.
I can help spread peace by teaching people about the world and its political processes and help form people's opinions.
So what I can do for peace is to make content for peace, to make it influential, to make peace more general and more easy knowing for people. That's what I'm trying to do.
And learning how to work together for a common goal that will benefit us all.
I thought that I could do more for people by making a party, because that's what I do, and helping them have fun for one night.
I can make more coffee so people can have more energy to create more art for peace.